Sosua, Dominican Republic, once known as the place of 100 smiles, is now making headlines for an entirely different reason. A massive police operation swept through the town, leaving tourists stunned, locals angry, and dozens of people behind bars. What really happened Friday night? And is this the beginning of the end for Sosua's infamous nightlife? Like, subscribe, and let's break it all down. On Friday night, multiple law enforcement agencies, including the National Police, the Prosecutor's Office, Dominican Immigration Authorities, and the National Drug Control Directorate, carried out a coordinated raid across Sosua. They targeted nightclubs, bars, restaurants, and even guest houses. In total, dozens were arrested, including sex workers, undocumented foreigners, and employees of the businesses, some of whom had nothing to do with illegal activity. Reports from the ground mention pepper spray was used. Some detainees were allegedly mistreated, and many were taken to the Sosua Multipurpose Center for screening. Those without legal status are reportedly being transferred to Santo Domingo. The rest are being processed through the Northern Regional Directorate of Police. This isn't the first time Sosua has made headlines for the wrong reasons. Over the years, this town, once promoted as a family-friendly beach destination, gained a reputation for its booming sex tourism industry. Locals, politicians, and investors have long debated the town's image. Many say the crime and prostitution are driving away families, investors, and long-term tourism. Others argue that sex work has been part of the local economy for decades, and that cracking down without offering real alternatives harms the most vulnerable people. Some locals support the operation, saying it's time Sosua returns to its roots as a peaceful beach town. Others are furious. Many feel this was a show of force, not a solution. Arresting people without clear charges, especially workers who weren't involved in sex work, has raised serious human rights concerns. Foreigners caught up in the chaos say they're worried about safety, and some are rethinking their stay in the Dominican Republic. So now the big question is, where does Sosua go from here? Will these crackdowns continue? Is the government pushing to turn Sosua into a clean tourist zone to attract bigger investors? And most importantly, what happens to the people, the workers, the families, and the foreigners who call Sosua home? This story is still developing, and we'll keep an eye on what happens leading up to the July 26th march. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is this crackdown justified, or a dangerous overreach? Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update from the ground. In the Dominican Republic, this is Elroy reporting truth, travel, and real talk from the streets.